Yo, once again it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kens TV, you know what I mean? In the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe and hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this heat, this action, you're amongst the first to receive it. No further ado, let's get into this evening's story. I want to talk about how disrespectful they treat you while you're in prison, man. Prison is one of those places that you truly never want to go. You see people on the internet and, it seems as though some, not all, but it seems as though some it's like you have to go there to get your stripes. And it appears that they're glorifying it like it's such a not so bad place, man. Prison is awful. Absolutely awful. Wouldn't wish prison on anybody. You know what I mean? Now, this particular time, because I had 3 different occasions where I was in prison. Not proud of it, but the truth is the truth. And by God, I got to speak the truth. So I'm locked up. I'm at a minimum security work camp. So for you all that's never been to prison, basically, it's a low-level prison. You know what I mean? It's not even really a prison. It's a correctional facility. They don't even have a fence. So you can literally just walk off at any given time. But it's a low-level facility. And they allow certain people to go out into the community and work. Now, it's not like a real job. Like, you can't go out and work at a factory or McDonald's or anything like that. But they have contracts with the state. So they may take 20 people out, to do a particular job. 20, 25, 30 people. You may be weed eating on the highways. You may be picking up, dead deer. You may be cutting grass. It's something like that. And you go out. They're going to send you with a sack lunch. It's going to have bologna. No chips. Every blue moon you might get some chips. But it's going to have bologna, a cookie, probably some pasta salad, and a Kool-Aid pack. That's typically what they send you out with, where I was at anyway. You make anywhere between $12.60 a month and $26.20 a month. That's what you make. So you're not making real money. You gain, I think, 4 days a month off your sentence. Nothing significant. So 48 days a year if you work every day, or 40 hours a week rather, you get 48 hours, or 48 days rather off your sentence. So, I had an outside job or whatever. Now, this particular outside job that I had, it's considered a privileged job. Now, let me tell you why it's considered a privileged job. You work, and this particular job, you might make $120, $150 a month. Some people make more, if you get in good with the people and you're allowed to work overtime. So, if you stay out late, and typically the regular people come in at about 3 o'clock. So if you get in good with the people and you're working overtime, you might not come in until, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So you making overtime. Some of them guys was making $300 a month, $350 a month. I've never been with the get along gang, you know what I mean? So I made my little $120, $130 a month or whatever. But at any rate, one day we come in, and as I mentioned, we usually get back to the prison probably about 3 o'clock, 2:45, 3 o'clock p.m. So everybody has to get strip searched. That's a requirement. Ain't no way around it. So you have to get strip searched when you're coming back into the facility. So we would go to the visitation room, and one by one, they would take us in the bathroom, strip searches. Well, this particular day, I don't know if they got wind or they got word that somebody was smuggling in, weed, cigarettes from the outside. Now, it wasn't necessarily our crew, because you had other crews that would go out and cut grass. We worked at a place. It's called heck, I forgot what it's called, but basically what they do is they do moves, furniture moves. it set up office cubicles for all the offices in the state buildings. You know what I mean? The state capitol, things like that. So we worked there. So we was always in like state buildings. We was around people, man. You know, a lot of people was real nice to us, man. You know, make sure we ate, make sure we was good, you know. So it was a decent little gig. You know, it wasn't all bad. But nevertheless, when we came back in, they suspected that somebody was bringing in, you know, either weed or sorry about that, you all. Either weed or you know, cigarettes or whatever. So basically what they had everybody do is they had a bucket. They had like maybe 3 buckets. And they had toilet seats. So what they was doing is they would put a bag, like a trash bag, down inside the bucket and put the toilet seat on it and tell you to sit there and use the bathroom. And you have to sit there and use the bathroom. And the CO would go through your feces, you know what I mean, for lack of better terms, with gloves on and make sure that you wasn't hiding anything. What struck me, what surprised me rather, people was actually doing it. I'm like, are y'all crazy? So you gonna sit down after this dude on this toilet? It's not even a toilet, it's a toilet seat on a bucket. So when they came to me, I said, man, I ain't doing it. Oh, you will do it? No, I'm not. And what's so crazy about this situation, I was about to go up for parole. I think I had maybe a month and a half, 2 months left before I was going up for parole. You don't want to go up for parole with a write-up. So I'm not doing it. What makes you so special? I said, first of all, this is not even sanitary. You can't force me to sit down on this toilet seat. Y'all not even spraying the toilet seat off. Y'all not sanitizing the seat, anything. I'm like, you know, with Frankfurt is the state capital. I wonder how Frankfurt would feel about this. So they took me, they put me in they threw me in the hole. So I'm sitting in the hole. They kept me in there. I wasn't in there maybe about an hour and a half. Next thing you know, I heard the doors. You know, I heard the keys on the outside, so I know somebody's opening the door. They let me out. Sent me back to my cell, man. Nothing else was ever said about it. Next day, got up and went to work like nothing ever happened. I don't know exactly if anybody said anything to him. I don't know exactly what the reasoning was. That's just how it happened. And you know, my whole thing was this. I'm not bigger than the program, but there's certain things, man, I'm not allowing you to take my dignity like that. You know, fuck that job. That's how I looked at it. Cause see, you got a whole lot of bootlickers in prison, man. You got a whole lot of bootlickers that won't work out here on the streets, but they'll go in there and do whatever to get a good job and make $120, $150 a month, working 40 hours a week. Whole lot of tap dancing. Yes, sir, no, sir, Mr. Charlie. I wasn't one of those people. Never have been, never will be. You know what I mean? I stood my ground. Wasn't really much to, you know, I was prepared to get transferred. I was prepared to get a write-up. I was prepared to go as far as I had to go. But I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't sitting down on that toilet. Remember in life, he said he ain't getting my cornbread. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I felt. I ain't sit on that toilet seat. So, like I said, you got a lot of guys, man, that play for tough out here, and they might be tough, man. And they go in there, and you really see who's who while you in prison. You all watching this video that's been to prison, you know who I'm talking about, chalk mouths. What we call them. Whole lot of chalk mouths, man. You know, I wasn't with it. Couldn't stand prison, couldn't stand the staff, couldn't stand COs, still can't. No way you was gonna make me sit on this toilet. I ain't have nothing. I told him, listen, man, I'll go to a cell. I'll do whatever you need me to do in a cell, whatever, because they'll dry cell you too. Dry cell means they'll just put you in the cell, cut the water off. And however long you sitting in there, eventually you're going to have to go to the bathroom. When you go to the bathroom, they're watching you on the camera. They'll come in, check the toilet or whatever. You know, some places they don't even give you a toilet. They give you a mat. But where I'm at, you know, you got the toilet. And once you use the bathroom, they check, make sure you don't got nothing in there. Boom, they let you go. All that over some cigarettes, man. Weed. Ain't nobody bringing in anything, no hardcore drugs, anything like that. But see, you got these overzealous correction officers, man, that really ain't never really been nothing in their life. So you give them a job making a few dollars an hour, $17, $18 an hour, and give them a little control over people who are kind of powerless, if you will, at the time. So they really feel like they're something. They really feel like they're making a difference in the world, difference in the community, man. So, like I said, I wasn't sitting on that toilet. Wouldn't do it to this day. I don't care if I was going home tomorrow. I ain't sitting on the toilet, man. Real Kens TV, man. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. That post notification help me get my channel off the ground, man. You know what I mean? If you enjoy my videos, share my videos, the notification. So anytime I drop a video, you know that I'm dropping. And we can grow together. Pause. Real Kens TV, we out.